陀佛，各位同门，那个雷藏寺有加印这个米衣收煞法的这个海报，里面有详细的解说，还有图说步骤，有需要的同门可以到流通处领取。阿弥陀佛。
阿弥陀佛，欢迎大家莅临台湾雷藏寺，那么参加师尊今天主坛的妙音佛母护摩大法会。妙音佛母，她的心咒是 Om Saraswati Soha Om Saraswati Soha， 种子字是苏字，她的手印是左手当起如成一把琵琶状，右手大拇指、食指相触成捻，于三指身向身运动，如弹弦之状。妙音佛母，她的手印很像在弹琵琶、弹弦。那么她的心咒，师尊称赞是最好听的心咒 ，Om Saraswati Soha。那么跟大家报告，下个礼拜天2月4号，大灯文化恭请师尊莅临台湾雷藏寺，在下午3点，师尊会创作1年1度的巨幅画作。那么这个现场是开放的，大家都可以来观赏师尊作画。同时当天晚上大灯有谢师宴，想要参加的同门可以跟大灯文化请购餐券。那么有一些受到干扰的同门，师尊有教导大家可以做米衣收煞法。那台湾雷藏寺有把它印成了一张很方便修法的这个资料，可以到流通处去索取，是免费赠送的。师尊说，若有人常失眠无法睡觉、卡音、生病，或者小孩子半夜哭个不停，可做米衣收煞法来收煞收精。多做米衣收煞法，可去除鬼神干扰，可恢复精神，可安眠，非常有用的。在除日的午后做，效果更好。米衣收煞法，想要这份资料的同门，可以到流通处索取。在下个礼拜的爱染明王附魔大法会上，同时举行送迎太岁及光明灯、财神灯圆满 欢迎大家亲临参加。戊戌年2018年是狗年，生肖属狗、龙、牛、羊4个生肖的善信大德，依民俗可以报名安太岁，祈求消灾解厄、增福延寿。所有的生肖最好是每年都可以安太岁，可以保平安。那么所有的生肖都可以点最胜光明灯以及最大财神灯，点灯供佛，祈求前途光明、运程亨通、财源广进、平安吉祥。还没有报名的同门都可以到流通处报名安太岁，点光明灯。我们接下来还有几个比较大的活动，就是台湾雷藏寺在2月24日下午2点，恭请圣尊主坛台湾雷藏寺戊戌年新春祈福密集金刚护摩大法会，手传及灌顶密集金刚不共大法。当天也接受出家界、在家菩萨界以及扶正的报名，在2月18日会手传及灌顶龙树菩萨本尊法中观论，法会地点在林口体育馆。3月4日星期日下午2点，圣尊主坛皇帝雷藏寺金母、地母、妈祖喜灾祈福超度接财神水供大法会，手传及灌顶金面金母传承大法，法会地点皇帝雷藏寺。 阿弥陀佛。那么继续跟大家报告，师尊在4月8日星期日下午2点，将莅临高雄主坛大义学会主办的绿度母护国祈福大法会，灌顶绿度母不共大法。法会的地点在高雄国际会议中心。那么以上所有的大法会都欢迎同门前往护持，而且这些法都是师尊手传，非常难得。像今天台湾雷藏寺请法，那么特别有说明，师尊传密集金刚，它是有含义的。师尊开示密集2个字的意义是集十方三世诸佛身口意的秘密，所以这个法非常珍贵殊胜，是成佛大法。密集金刚不共大法2月24日，欢迎大家亲临参加。那么今年的除夕，大家想要跟师尊围炉的，可以到台湾雷藏寺一起跟师尊除夕围炉；想要请购餐券的，可以跟知客组请购餐券。欢迎大家一起来跟师尊过年，可以领到师尊亲手发的红包哦，很吉祥的。阿弥陀佛。台湾雷藏寺每年在大年初1、大年初3都有法会。今年2月16日星期五大年初1，圣尊主坛弥勒菩萨附魔大法会；2月18日星期日下午3点，大年初3，圣尊主坛红财神附魔大法会。也欢迎大家在新春期间一起到雷藏寺来拜年，一起来参加大法会。 弥陀佛，迎施主，请准备。迎施主的法师，请准备。迎施主的法师，请到密坛前列队排班。 法会即将开始，手机请关机。
The ceremony at True Buddha School, Taiwan Temple in Caotun. The lineage root guru and the founder of True Buddha School, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, is presiding over Saraswati Homa fire offering ceremony for country protection, purification, blessings, harmonization, subjugation, and bardo deliverance. We are inviting all of you to please stand up and join our palms with great reverence, and together we will be welcoming His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng to enter into the Saras ceremonial hall.
请根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛上香。
Inviting our lineage root Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to make an offering of incense. Great homage using visualization, first to root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize full position on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize full position on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize full position on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth half bow. Inviting the Supreme Dharma King, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to ascend to the Dharma throne. Inviting Raja Master Lian-Sheng to please take the Dharma seats. Inviting Rinpoche and all the Dharma Masters to please take the Dharma seats. Inviting all the reference, our distinguished guests and all participants to please be seated. First and foremost, let's extend our warmest welcome to our lineage root Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. And welcome to Simu Raja Master Lian-Sheng, Rinpoche, and all the participating masters, referents, and all participants from all over the world. The ritual for the Dharma teaching invitation. We would like to invite Raja Master Lian-Tze, the abbot of the Taiwan Temple, Raja Master Lian-Tsai, the vice abbot of the Taiwan Temple, and Raja Master Lian-O to represent the Tribhuda Association of Taiwan. Also, the other masters to perform the ritual of the beseech of the Dharma teachings for the Spring Blessing Annual Grand Ceremony, which is the Dharma transmission of Guya Samaya, which is extremely important for attaining Buddhahood. Now we would like to invite the reps to pay homage to the lineage root Guru and the three jewels of the altar. First, we would like to invite Raja Master Lian-Tze to present an offering and hatha to the lineage root Guru as a symbol of the highest honor. And this is an offering of pure gold with the lineage root guru as a symbol of the pure faith toward lineage root guru. Second, we would like to invite Vajra Master Lian-Tsai to present an offering in Hatha to the lineage root guru. This is the offering of white Dharma crown and Dharma robe to represent the white salvation of sentient beings. Vajra Master Lien Chu present an offering in Hatha to the lineage root guru. And an offering of a statue of Guya Samaya with the wish that His Holiness will remain healthy and attain Vajra body. Vajra Master Lien Wei present an offering in Hatha to the lineage root guru. That His Holiness will continually turn the Dharma wheel. Vajra Master Lien Qin also present the offering of sutra with the wish that His Holiness will transmit the secrets of all the Buddhas of the 10 realms. And Vajra Master Lien Feng present offering and Hatha to the lineage root guru. And also a tanka of Kaya Samaya, wishing that His Holiness will manifest the mandala of the Kaya Samaya with the wish that all sentient beings will attain body swiftly. And also Vajra Master Lien Tze present offering to Simu, and as a token of gratitude for her guidance. And now please pay homage to the lineage root guru and the 3 jewels of the altar. We are inviting all of you to attend this year's annual Spring Blessing Grand Ceremony that will be held on February 24th, 2018, where our lineage root guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, will make a debut transmission of Guya Samaya, an extremely powerful and supreme Buddha Dharma. The ceremony of Saraswati has now begun. And now we would like to invite Vajra Master Lien An to present offers, to present the offering of Hatha to the lineage root guru as a symbol of the highest honor. Form Padma Kumara Mudra. Visualize our lineage root Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, sitting on top of our heads, radiating light to bless us. Recite the root Guru long mantra 7 times to pray for lineage blessings. Perform the visualization of the 4 immeasurables, ancestors and relatives from the father's side on the right, from the mother's side on the left, friends and teachers behind us, and enemies and karmic creditors in front of us, and all sentient beings together practicing Tantric Buddha Dharma and ultimately attaining Buddhahood. Wake up call. Inviting His Holiness to set ceremonial demarcation, to bless the prayers, registration forms, Homa cards, and all the offerings with Vajrabell and scepter. Purification mantras.
Namo Samando Modonan Om Tulu Tulu Diwei Soha. Nian Zhao Qing Zhou.
Invocation mantra. We sincerely invoke the lineage root Guru of True Buddha School, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. We sincerely invoke the main deity of the ceremony, Namo Saraswati, Buddha Mother. We sincerely invoke True Buddha School lineage gurus, the Dharma Buddha, the 5 Dhyani Buddhas, Sakyamuni Buddha, Namo Golden Mother of the primordial Jet Pond, True Buddha School's 8 primary deities, Taiwan Lei Tsang temples, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, the Heavenly Fire God, True Buddha assemblies, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, all Buddhas of the 3 times in the 10 directions, all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas, great homage using visualization, first to Root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Third, to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize full procession on the ground. Release the mudra. Fourth step bow. Form the great mandala offering. Visualize the offerings of the ceremony that includes incense, flowers, lamb, tea, fruit, delicious foods, precious items, to transform, to become innumerable, to fill the whole space. Make the offering above the lineage root guru, the main deity of the ceremony, Namo Saraswati, and all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, and below those ordained beings. Mount Meru, four continents, and sun and moon, transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to allow us self-realization. Fourfold refuge. Visualize our lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, Buddha jewel, Dharma jewel, Sangha jewel, to form bright white light to empower us. Recite the mantra. Dharma protection. Form Vajraklap's mudra. As you release the mudra, visualize 4 rays of blue lights that transform to become protectors on your 4 sides, protecting you and the ceremony. With good reference, we are inviting His Holiness to perform blessings with mala.
与会大众请起立，恭请圣尊金刚棒开炉结界，点起火火，
And we're inviting His Holiness to perform the ritual of opening the fire pit, to set ceremonial demarcation around it, to make all the offerings, and to perform mudra transformations for purifications, blessings, harmonization, subjugation, and bardo deliverance. We will be reciting the heart mantra of the main deity of the ceremony today, Saraswati. Inviting His Holiness to ascend to the Dharma throne. Inviting Sivavacha Master Lian-Sheng to take the Dharma seat. Inviting Rinpoche and the Dharma Masters to take the Dharma seats. Inviting all the reference, our distinguished guests, and all participants to please take the seats. During this time, you may perform the Homa visualization, the emergence of the deity, the merging of the deity with the Homa fire and with the practitioners. And visualize the Homa fire burn away all karma and obstructions and negativities while continually chanting the heart mantra of the deity.
Yes. 萨拉萨
入三摩地，观想主尊、护摩火、行者三者合一，做9节佛风，入三摩地。
Enter into samadhi. Perform 9 cycle Buddha breathing. exit from samadhi. Recite the mantras of the 8 principal deities. Incan Buddha Amitabha. Homage to the 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name and identification of Amitabha. Homage to the 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name and identification of Amitabha. Homage to the 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name and identification of Amitabha. Merit dedication. May all uphold the Buddha, ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, repaying fourfold generosities from above, aiding those in the 3 realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death. Like the Buddha, may we liberate all. Inviting His Holiness to perform the overall merit dedication. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to Amitabha Tathagata. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to Manjusri Bodhisattva. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to Yamantaka Heruka. Wholeheartedly, we pay homage to the unexcelled Heavenly Mother Saraswati. We pray to Saraswati to guide the Bardo spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha lands. We pray to the unexcelled Heavenly Mother to bless all participants. Please bestow wisdom. Please bestow merits and good fortunes. Please bestow good health. Please bestow harmony, love and respect. We pray to Saraswati, the Supreme Heavenly Mother, to radiate bright light upon the world, to all the rebirth forms of the 4 sagely realms and the 6 rebirth realms, to eradicate all sicknesses, to eliminate all obstructions, to eliminate all the bad karma, and to increase the good karma, to enhance our wisdom, to increase our good fortunes, and to enhance our radiance, and to improve our frictions, to beautify the Buddha lands. We pray to the Supreme Heavenly Mother Saraswati to please bestow auspiciousness during the day, auspiciousness at night, auspiciousness around the clock. And may those amidst this auspiciousness pray to the root guru for blessings, to the yidam for absorption, and to the protector for protection. We pray that you bestow the boundless eloquence, and please bestow the boundless and unobstructed radiance, and please bestow the unobstructed wisdom, and please bestow the limitless talents to the Supreme Heavenly Mother Saraswati. Amidst the Homa fire, we pray to you to please bless all participants. To the gods of heavens, gods on earth, may we be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us. Let all disasters turn into dust. We pray that all of our prayers be granted. May all obstructions vanish. May all enemies and enmities vanish.
One.
Recite 100-syllable mantra 3 times.
Ha 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 ga baka wen sawa kata kata pizza ma men men za be pawa ma samaya sato a hum hey bum pizza sato samaya malu panaya pizza sato tenno pati cha chazo men bawa suto kaya men bawa supu kaya men bawa anto tanno men bawa sawa siti men bulaya cha sawa kama suzame chitamu siriren guluko ha 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 ke pakawen sawa kata kata peza ma men men za peza bawa ma samaya sato a hum hey bum peza sato samaya malu panaya peza sato tenno pati cha chazo men bawa suto kaya men bawa supu kaya men bawa anto tanno men bawa sawa siti men bulaya cha sawa kama suzame chitamu siriren guluko ha 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 ke pakawen sawa kata kata peza ma men men za peza bawa ma samaya sato a hum pe
观想大礼拜。
Create homage using visualization. First to root guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for position on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all bodhisattvas. Visualize for position on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Hedukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize for position on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth head bow. Recite completion mantra. The ceremony has been completed in perfection. We are truly grateful to our lineage Guru for presiding over the Saraswati Homa fire offering ceremony. Now, let's join our palms together with good reference. And together we are inviting His Holiness to transmit the precious Buddha Dharma teachings.
我们首先敬礼，传承祖师。
Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus.
敬礼，了明和尚。
Homage to the venerable Monk Liao Ming.
敬礼，萨迦真空上师。
Homage to Master Sakya Zengkong.
敬礼，16世大八法王卡玛巴。
Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa.
图登达尔吉上师。
And homage to Master Tupten Darji.
我们敬礼坛城三宝。
Let's pay homage to the three jewels of the altar.
还有敬礼今天
And
父母的子
homage
孙。
to the main deity of the Homa
至
today.
上的天母萨拉萨蒂。
To the Supreme Heavenly Mother Saraswati.
师母图登西蒂仁波切。
Simu Tuten Siddhi
各位
Rinpoche.
上师、教授师、
All Dharma Masters,
讲师、助教
Dharma Educators, Dharma Teachers,
及
Dharma
各位
Lecturers, Dharma Assistants,
还有网络上的
Directors
同
of
门。
temples and chapters, all disciples present here and over the internet.
今天我们议会的贵宾是
And our
台湾省
participating
政
VIPs today
秘书
are
长
the Chief Secretary of the
郑培福先
Taiwan
生及夫人
Government,
韩务珍女士，
Mr. Zheng Peifu and Madam,
中央研究院院士
and the academician from Academia Sinica of Taiwan,
陈文文女士，
the Professor Zhu Siyi and Madam,
生活中法律顾问周
the law
慧芳
advisor to
律
Jupiter
师，
School,
卢文
Dharma
祥律
Sister
师，
Jennifer Zhou and Mr. Lu Wenxiang,
生活中博士教授团
Jupiter School Scholars Group and
医护
Medical
团
Group,
全体成员。敬以企业公司总经理张怡珍女士，
the General Manager of the Jingyi Enterprise, Ms. Zhang Yizhen,
台南市议会蔡望全议员
and
代
the
表，
rep to the Council of Tainan City,
木雕艺术家简正新先生，
and the wood sculptor, Mr. Jian,
My University same classmate 朱金水先生及夫人陈泽霞女士，
Mr. Zhu Jincui and Madam,
华光功德会总会长及大圆满九次第喜金刚讲义及密宗道次第广论，
the President of the Worldwide Lotus Light Charity Society and producers for the Great Perfection Dharma Heritage Exposition and Development Stages of Tantrayana,
佩君
Master
师
Lian
姐，
Yue, and the host Dharma Sister Pei Jun,
道果严结晶主持人
host to
莲海
Lamdre
上
and the
师
Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment, Master Lian Hai,
中天电视台给你点上
producers
心灯
for
制
the
作
Kimi
人
Tiansang
齐
Shinta
雅琪
Illuminating
师
Your Heart from CTI TV Taiwan, Dharma Sister Rebecca Shiachi,
My sister 卢胜美女士
Miss Lu Song Mei,
My sister 卢国英女士 and the
Miss
husband
Lu Guoying and her husband.
感谢香港张定
And
锦
thank
师
you
兄
to
打斋10万元，
Dharma brother Zhang Dingjing from Hong Kong for his donation of 100,000 NT dollars.
香港，我这个字怎么念？
How do you pronounce this character?
一个是巧玲女士，打斋10万元，她的
Miss
姓，
Chao Ling from Hong Kong for her donation
她的姓怎么
100,000
念？
NT
一
dollars.
个
How do you
这一
pronounce?
个广
her
东
family
的
name
上面那个那个广字，但低一下。 于巧玲女士打斋10万元。
Miss Yu Qiaolin.
印尼马浪莲花隐慧师姐打
And
斋10
from
万元。
Malang, Indonesia, Dharma Sister Ying Hui for a donation of 100,000 NT dollars.
我那个圣美，我的朋友呢？他在哪里？
Sung Mei, where's my friend?
你
Where is
怎么没有
she?
带他在旁边坐？
Why didn't you have her sit next to you?
歌姐好，她是我高中的女朋友。
This is my girlfriend from high school.
真的大家一起老。
We age together.
你有没有站起来？
Did you stand up?
对了，给大家。
Please show everybody.
算我，这歌写，我们是在第一次见面是在高雄的。
We first met
应该是体育馆吧，那是
at the stadium in Kaohsiung.
那时候在开一个这个高清文萃，那时候救国团有办一个杂志，叫做
There was a
高清文
magazine
萃。
that's
那
called
我
the
们都是
Kaohsiung Youth
我是高清文萃的这个
magazine,
一个编
and
辑，一个
I
主
was
编
a
一个
chief
主编
editor
那么他
of the
是
magazine,
也是高清文萃里面，从此以后就认识。
and she was also there,
歌姐，你跑哪里去了？
and we met there.
对。你们较大方对不？咱大方伊嘛大方，大家一起都是一样。那是高中的时
We
候，
were
我在救国
all
团
the
认识
same.
的时候。
So I recognized, I met her in
然后
Kaohsiung,
呢，我们有交往，认识，就有交往。
and after we met
我
each
曾经
other,
骑
we
着脚踏车
dated,
载她，骑脚踏
and
车
I
载她
rode a bicycle
我不会在后面，
carrying
我在前
her
面。
in front of me, not behind
很
me.
久了，
That was
60
long
年
ago, 60 years.
60年没有见面。
We haven't met each other for
60
60
年没有见面。
years.
欢迎你来哦。欢迎
Welcome.
你来。还有一位是小学的女朋友。
And there was a girlfriend
小学
from
女朋友
elementary school.
阿心啦，这个我妹妹知道，我妹妹是圣美，阿碧。
My
高纯
sister
心，
Sung Mei knew. Her name is
高
Gao
纯
Chong
心是
Xin.
我小学的女朋友。
She was a girlfriend
小学
from
的女朋友。
elementary
她不敢
school.
来
She didn't dare to
你可以叫
come.
她来
You can ask her to come.
她信基督教。
She's a Christian.
不要紧啦，我买
But it's okay.
耶稣基督的故事我可以讲耶稣基督的。
I can talk
她是
about
长老会。
Jesus Christ too.
对呀，我是为
She
我
belonged
是
to
为了
the
高纯心，然后信
Presbyterian
信基督教
Church because I followed Christianity
高中。
because of her.
我还是这个主日学老师，基督教长老
You
会
know,
高
in
雄
high
新
school,
兴基督教长
I
老会
was a Bible study teacher,
学的老师，而
a
且是
Sunday
查
school
经班的
teacher
老师。那
of
时候
the
还参加那个圣歌队
Presbyterian
献瓜
church,
队
and I also joined the choir.
觉得人生很奇妙，你什么时候要遭遇到什么事情？
You know, it's life is amazing. Whatever you encounter seems to be fated destiny.
如果这个阿心来的话，高春心来的话，
If Asim or Gao Chun Xin comes here,
我会唱一条圣歌给他听。
I will sing a choir.
哈利路亚，请北上。哈利路亚，哈利路亚，请北上。这条歌我以前会唱。哈利路亚，请北上。那歌写人呢？好像我们没有一起唱过歌，不过也都是很好的朋友。一直到了我
But this miss, we haven't sang together, but we were good friends all the way to when I was in the college for survey engineering. We were still in correspondence, and I even introduced a friend to Geshen, to this lady.
也是我们测量学校的同学。
And that friend was a classmate from the survey engineering school.
这个都是过去的事情。
This is all from the past.
这个讲这个大家午安，大家好。
I haven't said my greetings.
大家午安，大家好。你好，大家好。唔該晒啊。薩瓦迪卡，감사합니다。너무こんにちは。Good afternoon。Merci beaucoup。Deutsch。Hola amigo, te quiero mucho。那今天呢，刚好
Today
是讲到妙音天女。
we talk
妙音
about
天女
Saraswati, the
其
goddess
实来
with
历相当大，
marvelous
来历相当大。我们
voice
这
or
里做的
sound.
法会，每一尊都很大。
Saraswati has a great
印度教
origin.
你知道吗？
All
印度
deities we
印
have
度佛
here
教
are
本来
great.
就是源于印度。
Hinduism
它主
started
要的
in
几尊
India,
啊，大家
came
知
from
道
India, and the primary
就是韦
deities,
斯奴，
as we all know,
韦斯
are
奴也
Vishnu.
他是韦斯奴，韦斯奴就是偏净天，就是
Vishnu
偏净天。
from the all-encompassing purity heaven, or the
是
Vishnu heaven.
大自在天。
And Vishnu is Mahaswara,
布拉玛
or the heavens of great
是
self-mastery. And
是
Brahma
大梵天，
comes
这三
from
尊是最
the
大。
Brahma heaven.
在印度教里面，韦斯奴就是偏净
So in
天，
Hinduism, the three greatest gods are
Brahma 是
Vishnu,
大梵天，
Brahma,
希瓦
and
是大自
Shiva.
在天。那其中呢，一个创造神就是大梵天，布拉
The
玛，
creator
他是创造
is
宇宙。
Brahma, who
在印度
created
教里面讲
the
创造
whole
宇宙。
universe. That's according to
那么
Hinduism.
再来呢，偏净天
And
是
Vishnu
保护这个宇宙的，
is the protector of the universe
希
and
瓦
all things
是
in
破
it.
坏神，也就是
And Shiva is the
他是破
destroyer,
坏整个宇宙的。
Mahaswara, who
这个有
destroyed the
创造
whole
宇宙的，
universe. So one who creates,
有保护宇宙的，
one who protects,
有破坏宇宙
and
的。
one who
这
destroys.
是印度教不 本身的哲理。
That's the philosophy of Hinduism, a great philosophy.
印度教三大神
So the three great gods of Hinduism are Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva.
再来呢，就是西瓦的儿子
And the son of Shiva is Ganesh.
传到西藏以后，
And after being
嘎拉巴底就是甘尼什，
spread to
也就是
Tibet,
象鼻财神，
it became
这是西
Ganapati.
瓦的儿子。
Ganapati is
那么
Ganesh,
其中
which
呢，
is the god with
有一个
elephant head.
至上的天目，他们称为
And
至上的
of
天目，
them, there is the supreme
就是萨拉萨
goddess
底。
or heavenly mother, and that
萨拉
was
萨底就是至
Saraswati,
上的天目，至上的天目。所以
the
刚刚我
supreme,
在
the
祈祷的
topmost
时候，
goddess.
萨拉萨底。
So that's why when I
就是
prayed
妙音
earlier,
天
I
女
called upon Saraswati. And Saraswati is the
这一尊呢，
heavenly
差不
mother
多排
with
在
marvelous
印度教
sound.
里面
So this
五大
deity
神之一，五大
is
神
one of the 5 great
Saraswati
gods of
大神
Hinduism.
之一。那么只有这一尊呢，是
And
属于女
only
性，
Saraswati
所以
is
是至
female.
上的天目。
So she's
她到了
also
密
referred
教的
as the
时候呢，
supreme heavenly mother.
她曾经是
And
阿弥陀
in
佛的
Tantrayana, she was once a consort of Amitabha Buddha,
是文殊师利菩萨的佛母，
also a consort of Manjushri
Yes.
Bodhisattva,
大威德金刚的佛母，
and the consort of Yamantaka Heruka.
妙音天女。那这样这一尊大不大？
Saraswati, yes. So isn't she great? Yes.
啊，这一尊包含一切的，包含一切。
So Saraswati encompasses everything.
在印度教，它非常的神圣，
In
它是
Hinduism,
至上的天
she's
女，
truly sacred.
很多人都向她祈祷，很多人向她祈祷。
The
都会
supreme
有感
goddess.
应。
Many people pray to her
在
and
密教里
receive
面，
responses.
它又是
And in Tantric
很
Buddhism,
多的名称，它有很多的名称。
she's
在密
referred
教里面，它的
by
名称
many
是
names.
他佛陀曾经提到他，在《金光明最胜王经》
And the Buddha
辩
once
才天
mentioned
女
her
辩才天
in
女
the
也是他
Golden
的一个
Light
名字。大随求经里面跟大
Supreme
日经
King Sutra,
其称号是辩才
she's
天女
also referred there
妙音佛母
as
美音天
the
女
goddess of
妙音
eloquence,
天女知欲
the
天
heavenly
女
mother with
才
marvelous
艺天女。
sound, the goddess with beautiful
佛陀曾
voice,
经提到他，你看他
and
的
the
这个
goddess with the great
有
wisdom,
辩才，他
and
能够
the
辩
goddess
才
with
无碍，
gifts and
辩
talents,
才能够无碍呢，最重要，
and she can be
很简单。
eloquent
一定要有
without
智慧才能够辩才无碍。
without
对，她也是
hindrances.
智慧天女，也是
And
智
in
慧
order
天
to
女天女
achieve that, you have to have the
那么她
marvelous
声音很
wisdom,
好，她也是才艺
and she
天女。
has beautiful voice, and she's also the
在
goddess
《金
of
光明经》里面
gifts
记
and
载，
talents.
只要你持诵《金光明经》，那么妙
And it
音
is mentioned in the
佛母
Golden Light
一定
Sutra,
会来加
if
持。
one recites the Golden Light Sutra, it is certain that Saraswati will come and bless him or her.
这尊萨拉萨蒂很不简单。
So Saraswati is truly incredible.
这个在密教后红期，因为这个西藏的
Tantrayana,
选了2个人
at the
到印度去求法，一个
Tibetans,
叫做达洛，
they sent two people to go to India to seek Buddha Dharma. One is called Taro, and the other one is called Drokmi. And the Drokmi Losawa, later on, Taro stayed in India and then returned to Tibet. But Drokmi, after learning from many teachers and returned to Tibet, so Drokmi Losawa was Drokmi the translator, or was also referred as Sakyayise, was a truly marvelous guru in Tibet. And the deity that he first attained spiritual union with was Saraswati. So in the biography of Drokmi Losawa, it was mentioned that Saraswati was his first yidam of Drokmi Losawa. And after having the Saraswati, he went to India to study lots of tantric dharma in India. And he is a great Mahasiddha of the time. And his heart seal and the most important seal or decree that he always keeps in his heart is Virupa, the founder of Lamdre, or the author of Lamdre. So they are all interrelated. So Grandmaster today talks or teaches Lamdre. It all came from Virupa. Came from Virupa. And then he studied Virupa from Virupa and studied and practiced Lamdre until attainment. That was Drokmi Losawa. And Drokmi Losawa's first yidam was Saraswati. So Saraswati is truly remarkable. Of all of our masters, one of them was an emanation of Saraswati. One of our masters. Do you know who? You don't know? Do you know? That's Master Lian Miao. So Master Lian Miao has great artistic talents. She learned to play guzheng, yang-qing. That's a lute instruments of classical Chinese music. And she's also good at paintings. Her paintings definitely cannot be understood. If you can understand the painting, then there's no need to paint. You can just take picture. Her paintings cannot be understood even by Grandmaster. However,
所发挥出来的
her play of the ink and colors and her mastery and power of creation is quite incredible. And we also have an artist here, the wood sculptor, Mr. Jian Zhengxin.
要知道吗？简正新先生的女儿
Do you know that Mr. Jian's
在
daughter,
哪里？
where is she?
好，欢迎你。我不知道你的名字，但是我知道你是妙音佛母。
I don't know your name, but I know that you are also a manifestation of Saraswati.
妙音佛母，妙音佛母有很多化身。
So Saraswati has many emanations,
妙音佛母的笔
but
呀，
Master Lian Miao
这个发挥的淋漓尽致。
develop
淋漓尽致。
Saraswati's pen or brush
这个
to the great
简正新的
extent.
女儿叫什么名字？
And Mr. Jian's daughter, what's her name?
简良义，
简阳义。
对，姑娘的娘，义配的义。
哦
Liang Yu.
简阳义，很好，请坐啊，请坐。
Please be seated.
啊，他也是有艺术天分的，他也有艺术
She's
天分。
also talented.
这个莲妙上师啊，已经发挥的
And Master Lian Miao
他的才艺啊，像音乐啊、美术啊
has
这方面的才艺啊，另外还有他的辩才啊，
extended
他的
her
智慧啊，还有
artistic
他的毛笔字，写得非常的
talents
好，写得非常的好。
and also her
哇，这
eloquence
个真的
and
是
also her calligraphy
神龙之笔啊，像龙飞。
she had
那种
exhibited
笔法
her
莲妙上师
talents
可以发挥。
beautifully,
另外还有很多的
like
这
the
个
calligraphy like from the
色彩
ancient
各种色彩的调配
masters, and also the
随便一挥，它就是一幅艺
the
术。
the blending of all the colors, and she just
正商明了，
does it
都一直
naturally,
请
and
他的
it
这个
became beautiful
请他的
paintings.
画，请他的画。
And
他也是
all
岭
the
南派
famous
岭南派
and important
杨善
figures
生这个
would like to
很
have
大
her
的画家
paintings.
杨善生的弟子。
And she is a disciple of Yang Sangsen, which is a great master painter of the Lingnan school.
这个他现在还是很年轻呐、还是很有作为，将来能够
And she's still
更好
young,
的发挥。
and she's still very active, so she can continue to exhibit and develop
上回那个
her
幽人
abilities.
神鼓，幽人神鼓在表演的时候，后面的幕，
And
后
the
面的
other
这个布
day,
景，
when they had a
全部都是
performance
莲
by
妙
the
上师
Yuren
画
Sengu, the
全部幽人
drums
神
group
鼓后面的这个
and
都
all
是莲妙上师
the
本身画的，
fresco or the at the back
很好。
of the stage, they were
那个
all
简
paintings
师姐将来
created
啊
by Master
也
Lian
可
Miao.
以走这个艺术方面的路，
And also Dharma
走
Sister
艺术方面
Jian
的路。
can walk
她
this
将来也会有
path
很
of
大的成就。
artistry, and in the future she will also attain big success, have big success.
啊，妙音佛母也赐给世尊呢，
And Saraswati also bestowed a
他赐给我一
pen
支笔
to Grandmaster.
我这一支笔啊，
And this pan,
很难讲的。
it's difficult to put into
这个
words.
笔拿起来啊，
As soon as I pick up the
念来一
pen,
种
I would recite
一
this
化
mantra.
成江，
With one line,
二化
it's a
成河，
river, and
三
two
化
becomes
四
a
化
river,
成金井，
and with 3 and 4 lines
此笔非
becomes a
凡，
well. This
乃是
pen is
妙
not
音
ordinary.
天女的笔。
It is the pen of
这个
Saraswati.
指天呐，天
Pointing
就
to the
清；
the heavens will
指
be
地，
clear.
地就灵；
Pointing to the earth will be
指
responsive.
人，他就长生；
Pointing to the
指
people
鬼，
will
他
live
就灭火。
long life. And
治
pointing to
病
the
呢，它
ghosts
就消
ghosts
除；
will disappear. And pointing to the sickness will vanish.
哎，张天师以前在成就天师以前，
Zhang Tiansi,
他
before
也有一支
attaining
笔，
this Tiansi, he also have a pen.
他
He
的这
also
支
had the
笔呀，
pen.
在庐山，
And the pen was at
所
the
以那支笔
Lusan
就
or
被称
Mount
为
Lu.
庐山秀才笔。
That's why the
一
pen
化
was
成江，
referred
二化成
as
河，
the
三
pen
化
of
四化
the
成
scholar
金井。
of Mount Lu.
此笔回环笔，乃是
With
庐
one
山秀
draw,
才笔。
it's a stream,
自
and 2
天天
draws
清，
is a
自地
river,
地灵，
and 3
自
and
人
4
长生，
lines
指鬼
becomes a
灭火，
well.
治病
And
消除。
pointing to the heavens is clear. Pointing to the earth
张
is
天师
responsive.
有这
Pointing
个
to the
庐山
person
秀才
person
笔，
has a long life. And
所
then
以那时候
pointing
他
to
要
the
成
ghost,
就
the
的时
ghost
候，
will disappear.
很多的魔到他的面前来，
So when the scholar was about to
他
have
把
attainments,
这
there
个
are many
笔呀，
demons
就一丢，
coming to
丢
him.
向那些鬼，
And then
所有
he
的鬼
threw
啊，
the
全
pen to
部
the
被穿
ghost.
心而过，
And
全部
all
死
the ghosts
一起灭
have
亡。
their hearts pierced with the
师尊有这
pen,
支
and all the ghosts
这
died.
是叫庐山秀才笔。
And Grandmaster has this pen too. And this pen is called the pen of the scholar
也
from
就是
Mount Lu.
妙音天女笔。
And that's also the pen of Saraswati.
你看妙音天女多伟大！
See how
它
great
赐给
Ma
你一支笔，
Saraswati is. And Saraswati
你就
gave
能
you
够
a pen. If
写
she
出
gives
很
you a
多的文
pen,
章，
then you can
而
write
且
lots of
源源不
articles.
断。
And it is incessant, it's
你像看看
continuous.
那密教的弟子里面，啊，很多大成就者，这个写的，师
There are
尊所写的
many
书，
Mahasiddhas in Tantric
我是不
Buddhism.
敢讲说，不敢讲前无古人，这个后无来者。
I don't dare
这句
to
话不
say
能讲
that
这句话绝对不能讲，因为
no
一山
one
还有一
before
山
and
高
no one after
对不对？
would be
强
like
中更
Grandmaster.
有强中手。
because
虽然
there will
你
always
这
be a
样子算
mountain
是强
higher.
人，在写
There will
文章
always
上
be
面
someone
算是强
stronger.
人，
Although
但是
I'm
你不
considered
能
to
够
be
讲说你前无
remarkable
古人
in
后无来者，
writing,
不能这样子讲。
but I cannot say that there will not
将
be
来还是会有很多的
someone like
大成
me.
就者，从我们初步的 school 里面一个一个出现出来。
There would be many Mahasiddhas in the future that would appear in True Buddha School.
但是师尊呢、身为一个 guru，
But Grandmaster, as a guru,
最重要的一件事情，
the most important thing is
就是你能够跟至上的意识祈祷，
is that you can
不只是
pray
祈祷，
to
你
your
能够跟
utmost
至上的
consciousness,
意识
not only pray, but
能够交融，跟
you
至
can
上的意
merge
识能够
with your
交融，
utmost
跟
consciousness
至上的意识能够合一。
and you can be in union with your utmost consciousness.
你的心灵就是至上的心灵，
And your spiritual state is the spiritual state of the utmost consciousness, and that your spiritual state is boundless but not narrow-minded. So how is this utmost consciousness? It's everlasting. And it is omnipresent. Every single person has the utmost consciousness within us. And if you can be in union with your utmost consciousness, then you would be a true Siddha, and it is boundless. And at this time, there is no birth, no death. You already understand that there is no birth and no death. And at the same time, you also understand what is permanence and what is the boundless and limitless. What is the boundless and limitless heart? Only those with the boundless and limitless heart can be in union and merging with the utmost consciousness. If you have even a little bit of egoism, of ego, of selfishness, of greed, of ignorance, then it would be impossible for you to merge with the utmost consciousness. So that's why in our spiritual cultivation today, we seek permanence, boundless and limitless, and also to seek the utmost bliss. This is not something that can be bought with money or with materials. So that's why I said that materialistic world is limited, but the spiritual world is limitless. So Saraswati is the Supreme Heavenly Mother. So once you gain spiritual union with her, that your heart would also be boundless. And things that you paint with the wave of the brush or with the sound, then you would be able to merge with the utmost consciousness. Please remember this. Om. This is the original sound of the universe. It's the most marvelous, the original innate primordial sound of the utmost consciousness. With this sound, you enter into samadhi and merge with the utmost consciousness. And this is the highest kind of the pith instruction.
我在讲这个毕瓦巴的道果。
Now let me continue on Lamdre by Virupa. It mentioned here about the innate realization of appearances. The three innate realizations primarily rise from the realms that it rises to non-discernment, and the Dharma are considered as the body mandala that are relied on by visualizations, and also the mandala of the appearances of the deities from the last thought of the Vajra palaces, and especially the red bright light that are moving at the third eye, and also dwelling at the mind and heart that are tightness and looseness are just right, and this lucid appearances, and the lucid appearances also broken swiftly, or without lucid experiences and also broken swiftly, and you practice accordingly. And by concentrating on the third eye can eliminate ignorance. And by maintaining this lucidity, it is called the existential Dharma of transforming ignorance. And at this moment, the three kinds of discernment cannot enter. So other than focusing on the third eye, all the other deities and mandalas, rebirth and nirvana, they are all stopped. And this is called the Dharma nature of abandoning schemes and attachments. And this is not using the abandonment and to decide on the non-arising Dharma nature. It doesn't also come from the self-nature purity that comes from the innate purity, but it appears from the non-discernment that arise from the spiritual experiences of a yogi. So the two kinds of discernments that comes from abandoning the ignorance and also the scheming and attachment, it is established at the existential Dharma and Dharma nature. So how do you feel listening to this, all Dharma masters and Dharma educators? Actually, let me tell you, if you don't go through meditation, it's impossible for you to understand what is spoken here. First, it starts from the existential Dharma and all the way to non-Dharma, where Dharma doesn't exist. So in meditation, it starts from existence. Like in Hinduism, yoga is popular. It's called Kriya Yoga. In India, it's called the Kriya Yoga. So yoga is meditation, is concentration. I've taught meditation. Chan or Zen is being uninfluenced or unaffected by all circumstances. And Ting or meditative stability is concentration. Only those that are unaffected by any external circumstances can be called Mahasiddha. Only those that are totally focused and in concentration can be called Mahasiddha. In Amitabha Sutra, it's mentioned that by chanting the Buddha's name in full concentration, then you can go to the Buddha lands, and that is the hardest. Unaffected by any external circumstances at all. Whether they praise you, you're unaffected. And if they pressure you or push you down, you're unaffected. Only they are called sages. And if a sage is seated on a Dharma throne, they have the spirit of unaffected, of being unaffected. And they have no fear whatsoever. It doesn't matter how they slander you. If your mind or your heart is not stable, then you would be blown apart. And how could you be called a sage? So just a few words, they would beat you down. Or a position, a certain kind of status, position, money, they would topple you. Then you're affected. But Grandmaster is unaffected. I follow what I wishes without fear. Confucius said, I do as my heart wishes, but I don't trespass the rules, the precepts. My mind and heart has total mastery, unaffected by external circumstances, and unaffected by beauty or ugliness, by any duality. Do you know what the utmost consciousness is? It's not relative. What is antithetical or diametrical? It's like good and bad, right and wrong, beauty and ugliness, heavens and earth, heavens and hell, or high peaks and deep valleys, man and woman, beautiful and ugly, good and evil, they're all diametrical or dualistic. But the utmost consciousness is not dualistic, it is the absolute. If you can be enlightened to this absoluteness, then you would become a sage. And in order to be in full concentration, then you have to rely on meditation. It talks about meditation here. 3 kinds of realization of the natures. It starts from the realms that arises from the nature of self to non-discernment. And what is this non-discernment or no difference? This is very important. And the Dharma that is practiced and maintained are the body mandala that are relied on visualization. So you have to visualize the body mandala, and your body is the body mandala. You enter into your own bodies, and your self-nature will manifest to become luminosity. And the mind Vajram palace at your heart chakra, that's the deity's mandala. That's Akshobha Buddha at your heart chakra. You have to especially visualize his look and image. And then especially on the third eye, the red brightness. So from the heart to the brow point, or the divine eye, or third eye. So the brow point is at the place of the third eye. So from the heart to the third eye, there's a line, and you visualize the third eye. At first, there would be smoke appearing.
Oh, 他这双印体性见里面有提到烟，从你的眼睛看到烟。
So the realization of the dual execution, it talks about smoke. And from your eyes, you would be able to see the sunlight or sun rays. And then you see the Tathagatas or the Buddhas. Only this called the true seeing. It has to be in meditation or samadhi, things that you can only see in meditation. This is very important. See the smoke, the rays of the sun, and Tathagata. What was just spoken, the third eye and the mind Heruka at the heart chakra, body mandala, and the mouth, who doesn't recite the mantra anymore. You use your mind. First you visualize, and gradually smoke appears, the sun rays appears, and finally the Tathagata appears inside the light. And in Tantrayana we say, first the third eye has to see the light of the light drops. And then you see the Vajra chain. When the light of the light drops appear, 1 or 2 or 3 lights, 4 and more, and then you chain them together to become Vajra chain. And from the Vajra chains, they all become Vajra screen. And then all brightness, and then the Tathagata appears. And here, it talks about how to practice your body mandala, and after you achieve that, you use the mind of the body mandala and you connect it with your third eye, and from your third eye, first you see the light of the light drops, and then the connection or the chain of the lights of the light drops, and then you see just all brightness, and then from this brightness the utmost consciousness, which is the Tathagata, appears. So you need to do it from this. But you have to do it in meditation, and you have to have the methods to do it. And Grandmaster has taught you to first perform the 9 cycle Buddha breathing in order to learn concentration, to perform the Vajra chanting so that the Sanskrit syllables can enter into your body and dwell inside your body before it exits. And then you perform the treasure vase energy yoga to ignite the fire in order to see the smoke, the sun rays, and then Tathagatas. So the sun rays actually is the prajna light. And Tathagatas are the Tathagatas that appear from the Vajra screen. People without the real experience, the personal experiences, will not be able to explain this excerpt. But Grandmaster does, so therefore Grandmaster can explain it well. Grandmaster cannot talk to animals because that's the realm of the animals. Only one person that can communicate with the animals, and she's just like an animal. And she's XX. She can talk to the spider, to the ants, to the flies, to the dead duck, to crabs. Can the crabs teach you Buddha Dharma? Can the animals teach you Buddha Dharma? No. Animals are for us to deliver. Why? What use is there talking to them? It's meaningless. It's utterly meaningless. So X could communicate to animals, but that's meaningless. You want to have dialogues with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, to Saraswati, to the Heavenly Mother, to the Buddha, and she's able to do that too. But how? Because she could communicate to the ghost, and ghost transform themselves to become like Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and she wrongly believed them. And then she said one thing. She said that she had Bardo delivered someone to the Western Paradise. For what? And she said that now she is sweeping the floor of the Western Paradise. That's totally nonsense, because there was no dust in the Western Paradise, no PM 2.5. It's a completely meticulous place. And she said that she Bardo delivered someone, and that person is now sweeping the floor at the Western Paradise. You know, she went to the Yibao Lei Tsang temple in Malaysia. And then she said that that was told to me by Dharma sister Rebecca Shiachi. And then she was talking to this animal and that animal at the Yibao Lei Tsang temple in Malaysia. And one of the directors stood up and told the master, we are here to listen to your Buddha Dharma teaching, not to listen to you talking to animals. Could you just talk about Buddha Dharma instead? And X found was dumbfounded. Someone spoke like that to me. So she wanted to retaliate, and she called on the ghost. And this director got into an accident soon afterwards. And there was a wheel that squished his head, and the brain was squeezed out on the ground. So she killed this person. But that person was not wrong. What use is talking to this and that animal? Can the animals teach you Buddha Dharma? So in your studies, you want to study the authentic, the true Dharma. Like Grandmaster said earlier, about the third eye, to discard the ignorance. So once you have the third eye or divine eye, then you can eliminate the ignorance. So greed, anger, and ignorance. Greed is for the money, fame, status, food, and sleep. Anger is you lose your temper for no reasons, and ignorance and foolishness that exists in all of us, and you need to discard them. So if you can appear, your divine eye appears, then you can stop your thoughts. Your thoughts are like river flow, like waterfalls. It is non-stop. It continues to flow, your thoughts. When you are in meditation, you can stop all the flows, which means all the thoughts. So you can stop all of your own thoughts. When you can do so, only then the brightness will appear in front of your divine or third eye, the prajna lights, the Vajra chain, and the Vajra screen, and Tathagata. And only that kind of seeing is the true seeing, but not the fake seeing of the ghosts and gods. The Dharma nature that's non-arising can only be spoken by the enlightened ones. So it's not coming from the innate purity of the self-nature, pure Dharma nature, but it appears from the lucidity, the lucid consciousness, from the non-discerning spiritual experiences of a yogi. Only this is the true seeing. Things that you see in your dreams, things that you see with your physical eyes now, and seeing that you have in meditation, the true seeing has to be in meditation. And ultimately, you can also see without meditation. And only this kind of seeings is called the true seeing. So all the explanations here are about this.
讲几个笑话吧。
Let me share a few
这
jokes.
是 test 考试，
This
就是
is test.
open book 就是可以看书的考试。
So
可以看
open
书的
book
考试
tests or exam.
监考老师在那边走来走去，但是他看见某一个
So
学
the
生
examiner
依
is
然还
walking
是
back
把
and
课
forth
本藏在桌面下，摊在
and
大腿上抄，
he saw a student that was still placing the book
特
on
地走了过来。
his laps and copying secretly.
你为什么不拿
And
上
the teacher couldn't stand it and approached him and asked,
像
"Why
现在
don't
这
you
样
just
不是很
copy
累吗？这个
and
学
place
生
the
就
book
回
on the
答
desk? Aren't you
这样子，我比较习惯。
tired doing it this way?" But the student replied, "Oh, I'm used to it."
这个就是你习性没有把
This is
它
called the habitual tendencies.
破除掉，
See, you haven't break your habitual
真正让
tendencies.
你可以抄的时候，你还是要。
Even when you're allowed to copy openly, you still
就
want
是
to
我
do
们
it
自己本身每一个
and
人
place
都
the
有
book
习性，
on your
必
laps.
须要把习性破除掉。
So every one of
不能
us
够
has
讲一句
habitual
话，
tendencies,
这
and we
是
have
我
to
的
break
习
those
性。
habits. You cannot say
你
that,
习
"Oh, it's
性
my
不能破
habits."
除，
If you
你不能
cannot
成
break your
圣
habits
成贤
or habitual tendencies,
不
then
能成为
it's
瑜伽
impossible
师。
for you to become a sage, a saint, or a yogi.
哦，某一天，店内的同事下班，
One
到
day,
公车站去等车，
a colleague
转身一
got
看，
off
有
work
一堆人在
and
摆水
waiting
果，
on the bus.
他便
And
想
when
把
I
那
look
些
back,
水果
there was someone selling
回家给
fruits.
妈妈吃。
He wanted
于
to buy
是
some
走
fruits
进这个
for
水
his
果
mom
摊，
and
老板，
approached
这水果
the
怎么卖？
peddler and asked,
这个时候，
"How do you sell it?"
大家都静下来，
Everybody became quiet,
其中有一个妇人就
and
讲
there was a lady that：“
小
said,
姐，我们
Miss
现在是在拜拜。”
"Oh, this is our worship table."
这是什么意思？
What does this
你
mean?
到底看清楚没有？
Have you
你人家是在拜拜，不是在卖
have
水
you
果。
seen clearly?
你把
People
人家
are
摆出来的水
praying;
果
they
在
are
那
not
里，
selling
人家在拜
fruits,
拜，你要买水果，
and
你要
yet
到
you
水
want
果
to
摊
buy
去买，
fruits.
而不
You
是在人家
go
拜拜的时候你要
to
买
the
他
wrong
的水果。
place. You want to buy fruits at the fruit
所以这要看
peddler,
清楚。
not from
我们
someone
任何一
who's
件事情都
praying.
要看清楚，
So you need to see
看清楚
clearly.
了，你才能够讲真实语。
For everything, you want to be able to see
而
clearly,
你在禅
in
定
order
之
to
中有了真实见，
speak
你
truthfully.
既然有了真实
In
见，
meditation,
还怕什
when
么？
you have true seeing,
怕你还怕什么？
you shouldn't be afraid of anything. What are you afraid of? Once you have the
你有
true
了
seeing,
禅定，
you
你
have
就不
nothing
怕
to be
你真
afraid
正
of.
能够不受外面环境影响。鬼
Once
就是外
you
面环
master
境的影响。
meditation, then you're not influenced or affected by
你被
any
影响。
external circumstances,
表示
like
你本身
ghost.
还
If
没
you're
有禅，
affected by the ghost, that means you have not entered into
你
Zen,
心乱了，表示
that
你
you're
还没
still
有定。
chaotic. That
定
means
是
you
一心
still
不乱。
don't have any meditative stability.
师尊有禅定，
Because once you have the
什么
stability,
鬼神都不怕，
you're in full concentration.
哪还怕
Because
他的那些
Grandmaster
鬼
has Chanding, has Zen and meditative stability. That's why Grandmaster is not
你
afraid
看
of
清楚
anything.
了，
Moreover,
真的
the
看清楚
ghosts
了。
of X. So please see
他
clearly
他就是鬼婆啊，
that X
他养了很
is
多鬼
the
啊。
witch of ghost. She employs lots of ghosts.
看清楚了啊，他被鬼利
So
用了，
see clearly, she's being used by the ghost.
他被鬼迷住了。
She's deluded or disillusioned by the ghost.
有一个人骑脚踏车，不小心撞倒了一个路人，
Someone was riding on a
他
bicycle
把对方
and
扶起来说：“
hit a pedestrian carelessly. So you're very lucky today. And the pedestrian was very angry. You hit me and you say I'm lucky. You know, because today I'm off work. That's why I ride the bicycle. Usually I ride the truck. So, what insight do you get from this joke? Hui Jin, please say something. Because you talk about books, so do you have it or not? It's a riddle. And she replied, I cannot say anything.
我们不是讲嘛，有3个，一个是质量，一个是比量，一个是圣言量。
So we say about 3 pramanas. One is comparison by self-knowledge, comparison by knowledge by others, and then comparison from the words of the sages. So if you're lucky, you're being hit by a bicycle. If you have bad luck, then you would be hit by a sand truck. And if you're luckier, then you're not being hit by anything. So that's logic by comparison. If you have wisdom, then you would know. So you explain the books every day, so you need to understand this. What is the logic by self-knowledge, and what is the logic by comparison and logic by the words of the sages? You need to know. The experts say that milk can strengthen you. But by drinking 5 glasses of milk, can you topple the wall by pushing it? Of course not. But if you drink 5 huge glasses of the sorghum wine, you don't need to push the wall. The wall would walk by itself, walk away by itself. So this is talking about being awake and being drunk. And if you study Buddhism, then you are being awake. But if you study the ghost, then you are being drunk. Om Mani Padme Hum. So let's offer a huge round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to His Holiness for His precious Dharma teaching. Next Saturday, on March 3rd, there would be Raga Raja Homa, fire offering ceremony and corresponding empowerments, and that would be the ritual for the planet ruler protector. And on the first day of New Year, that would be Maitreya. And on February 18th, the 3rd day of the lunar Chinese New Year, that would be Ganapati. And on February 24th, there would be the Guya Samaya ceremony and Dharma transmission. On February 25th, His Holiness will transmit Nagarjuna, the Dharma, organized at the Linko, organized by the Zhongguan chapter. Inviting His Holiness to consecrate the Buddha images and to bless the Great Compassion Holy Water and to bless everybody. Please chant the Root Guru mantra and you will receive blessings wherever you are.
莲生悉地吽，咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽，吽咕噜莲生悉地吽。
恭请圣尊升法王座。恭请师母莲香上师上法座。恭请仁波切及上师团上法座。
In a moment, there will be the empowerments for Saraswati.
恭请
And during the empowerment, please remember to visualize the deity, to recite the mantra, and to form the mudra. This will end the English interpretation today. Thank you very much.
今天的灌顶包含皈依灌顶，与会大众请手结妙音佛母手印，观想妙音佛母柱顶放光加持，唱诵妙音佛母心咒。
Saraswati Swaha, 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 Saraswati Swaha. Saraswati Swaha, 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 Saraswati Swaha. Saraswati Swaha, 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 Saraswati Swaha. Saraswati Swaha, 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 Saraswati Swaha. Saraswati Swaha, Saraswati Swaha, Saraswati Swaha, Saraswati Swaha, Saraswati Swaha, Saraswati Swaha,
萨拉萨
赶快到密坛来接受灌顶。还没有灌顶的同们，请赶快到密坛来接受灌顶。我们以热烈掌声感谢师尊赐给与会大众殊胜珍贵的灌顶。请大家面向坛城，观想大礼拜。一拜根本传承上师及十方三世一切佛，嗡啊吽，观想跪地礼拜。天心散应，二拜诸菩萨，嗡啊吽，观想跪地礼拜。天心散应，三拜护法金刚，嗡啊吽，观想跪地礼拜。四平等义起手。迎师祖请就位。钟鼓手请就位，弟子众等祈愿师尊佛体安康，长寿自在，也祈请师尊常驻台湾，大转法轮，广度众生。会吉祥圆满，恭送根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛、师母莲香上师、仁波切及上师团与会大众虔诚合掌，唱诵根本上师心咒，钟鼓齐鸣。 感谢来自世界各地的弘法人员、贵宾及同门善信大德前来护持今天的妙音佛母护摩大法会，法会吉祥圆满。也感谢网络上的同门护持。今天的网络直播就到这里。台湾雷藏寺祝大家平安吉祥，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。